everybody, good evening. I broke my fast very recently and now we're just like chilling on the couch, and I decided to start my vlog because I don't know, like genuinely nothing beats like the cozy feeling of like freshly showered and like clean sweats and then rewatching a show you watched 10,000 times. We were watching Kral Aşk, which we've been watching since 2015, so it's literally the 10th year of rewatching the reruns of the show. Clean cozy home, your sister is back in town, and yeah, like nothing feeds my soul more than this, honestly. And I literally live for this. And also the soundtrack, literally, I mean the show itself, but the soundtrack brings so many memories. It like steps through my heart. Alright, world, turns out we are actually going out right now because we're gonna have some tea. I love that like now I get to have like post-iftar cafe runs, which is just like amazing. I'm just gonna wear my crew neck because it's not yet like short sleeve season and we don't want to be cold. I think we're gonna sit outside in the Coffee Mania, which is at Deniz Mall, because my sister wants to get some photos, which obviously you ask, I'm here to deliver. I'm grabbing my G7X camera, and yet again it is so funny how I've had this camera since 2017, and I mean all the OG YouTubers have had this ever since like this literally came out, it feels like, but now that it's like trending, everybody wants one. So now my sister appreciates my digital photos. Well, she always appreciated digital photos, but digital photos of my cameras way more. So we're gonna just grab this one and I am ready to go.
To be young and in love in New York City. Do not know who I am, but still know that I'm good.
Alright world, we made it to the boulevard. I have not been here, I believe, basically since my friend B visited Baku, which was back in August. And honestly, every time I like think about Deniz Mall right now, I just remember that one shot where B's like, this is a regular mall people go to, which was so fun. The first time we ever met was back in 21, I believe, or 2020, yeah, 2021 in Amsterdam, which is insane. And now we're just inseparable, but yeah, just reminds me of that now.
Midnight into morning coffee, burning through the hours talking. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time, I stayed for a long time, cause I like me better when I'm with you.
You guys, I will say something about today, like tonight is giving such summer vibes. Like obviously I'm wearing a sweatshirt, so I don't know what exactly, but it's like the dessert that had strawberries in it, and we were watching a summer show before and like drinking tea, and we're outside, although there's obviously like a heater up there, which is why I can like take off my coat and stuff. But like guys, I'm so excited for summer, but I'm so sad about Ramadan ending, which it ends in like I mean we're not sure yet, but I think only 2 more days of fasting, which is insane. But a funny story, today I woke up, I like got my ablution, I prayed tahajjud, I prepared my suhoor meal just for my sister to come to the living room and be like, Sieva, it's 1 a.m. I thought it's 4 a.m. in the morning, and like prayers at like 5:13. It was 1 a.m. It was 1 a.m. Good morning, everybody. There was such a beautiful sunrise in the morning, but I completely forgot to film it on my camera because I forgot I'm vlogging. But good morning, everybody. I woke up and my sister isn't at home. I think she left to do some, to run some errands, but I wake up and I'm like calling out her name. I'm like, Isla, where are you? I check her like location and it shows that 16 minutes ago she was at home. But then I checked and she's not. I am so sleepy. I think today is one of the last days that we're fasting, which is really sad. But the only thing I'm excited about, the only thing, is that I will be able to have like continuous sleep. Well, almost, because I still wake up for like to pray. But still. Alright, world. I feel like I should have vlogged that, but I didn't. But I was literally just cleaning out my entire closet. Okay, hello. You know, because that was very much needed. I don't know what the hell to put here. But I was also just making, well, my sister was helping me. We're making like crafting outfits for my upcoming trip, which I'm very excited about, which is in a bit. Yeah, last year in summer trip, I literally just took a bunch of clothes, threw them in my suitcase and called it a day. We have this, and then we made this outfit, and then this, whatever this is. This is off of Pinterest, but I was like, I'll recreate them, and then we had this from last year, and I'm gonna order this shirt, so I'm gonna wear them with like different pants and stuff. And now we're gonna be making outfits for my sister. So I'll be practicing guitar meanwhile. Weird phenomenon where whatever I'm hearing in the space where I'm asleep, my dreams will be based off of that. Okay, so for instance, my entire life, I'm like, you're never gonna wake me up with the door bell ring. Like, that's just not a thing. The amount of times when, like, basically when I was a child, somebody was like ringing the doorbell for like 15 minutes, for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, and I was just asleep and that wouldn't wake me up, is actually insane. They would even call, like, you know those like home telephones, because obviously they're gonna make a sound, right? It's like they're not on mute, and that wouldn't wake me up either. Is insane, because basically when I'm starting to hear that noise, like the doorbell ring and the home telephone, instead of it like waking me up, like my dreams start being based off of that noise. So I'll like literally incorporate whatever I'm hearing in the space where I'm asleep to my dreams, and which is why like it would never wake me up, because I'm just seeing dreams based off of those sounds. Or the other day my sister was watching a drama Turkish show, okay, and for the first time ever I was seeing like a dream where the genre was like mystery and thriller, and I never see those dreams. Like, I'll see weird dreams and stuff, but it'll never be in the genre of mystery and thriller. And I was like, even in the dream I was like confused. I was like, you know, what is this? I literally never see this. And then I would get a little bit like a little scared, and literally in the dream I turned on a show that I always rewatch, Jet Societe, and I literally in the dream I was watching Jet Societe, guys. But basically, I was like very confused, like, you know, what is this? And then I wake up and suddenly I'm hearing the soundtrack of Yalı Çapkını, that Turkish drama show. And literally the first thing that comes out of my mouth, like, I turn around, I look at my sister and I'm like, have you been watching this for a while? And she's like a little startled and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, it makes sense. Like, basically those dreams were based off of the soundtrack that I was hearing, which is wild. Also, the soundtrack is amazing, but that was a whole new genre of dreams. Anyways, currently I need to finish my Spanish homework because I have Spanish at like 1 p.m. It's currently 10:36. So I better finish my homework. Guys, I have Spanish homework where I basically have to like draw, like sketch something, and then I have to like describe what's in the image. I basically just drew over a sketch I found on Pinterest, and it is here, as you can tell, but I did write the paragraph of like what I see there and stuff, and I did just read it and practice it, but like I need to kind of memorize it, which I feel like I'm gonna be unable to do. But also I'm like, I have such a terrible accent, I'm like, I really need to work on it. But yes, also I don't know if this was right either, but I just used the words that I know. Esta semana es what's last? Finalmente.
Última.
Oh.
Okay, final. You can say final.
En primero piso. Ellas fenten, like so, right?
Es quiere comer, pero.
pero no encuentra su desayuno, but there's no breakfast.
Yeah, but he cannot find it. Encuentra is going to be to find.
I need to do some groceries before iftar, so here's the fit. My sister is out with her friends right now, so I'm just home alone, which honestly, like, switching from living alone to living with two people is absolutely insane, so being home alone is a little refreshing, as much as I love living with my family, obviously.
I don't know what it is, but I got that feeling. Waking up in this bed next to you, I swear the room, yeah, got no ceiling. If we let the day just pass us by.
Okay, so I'm out here editing for TikTok, which is like this audio where it says something along the lines of, hold on, it says that life is not measured by time, it is measured by moments, and some are big, some are small, but you know, I like to think about it this way, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I can't really play it for you guys because it's gonna get copyrighted, but I was wondering, would sharing like a 22-second video on YouTube be okay? Not as shorts, but like as an actual video, although I'm not sure if that's like even possible to upload it when it doesn't automatically mark it as shorts. Because genuinely, like, I'm adding some moments from university, and for the longest time after graduating, I wanted to make a video, you know, with like a voiceover where I tell the story of university and how everything like happened and blah blah blah. But it feels so overwhelming to me. If work seems like way too much, I'm just gonna like procrastinate on it, and like I just can't get it started. And I don't know, I mean, the scope of that video and that I have in my head is like way too large, and even like finding the content for it all through my like 5 hard drives is just insane. But if it's just small moments and if it's like a small short video, it seems so much doable in my head, and I keep on wondering, like, would that work? I don't know, because like I love storytelling, and I would love to tell stories from university, and like you know like the small moments and the big moments, because at the end of the day I have vlogged everything. Obviously, like, it kind of hurts because everything like is filmed in a vlog style, so it's very difficult for me to find like cinematic shots and somewhere from like the behind the scenes. And the thing is, and the behind the scenes of like the films that we made during university, like I was behind the scenes of it all. I was behind the camera, so I don't like necessarily have any shots of me. But yeah, I don't know, it's just so difficult. Even like this video that's 22 seconds, I'm still struggling to find content so much.
Too much talking. I might have to tell you something. Damn. I like me better when I'm
This is probably the last ever iftar of this Ramadan, which is so incredibly bittersweet, but marking off Ramadan 2025 with a strong end.
I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time.
Alright, well, me and Mariam are going to meet up at the mall, so here is the fit. Very basic. We're kind of running late, so let's go.
I like me better when I'm with you.
We are back at Cafe Mania, which is at Denny's Mall. We just ordered a pizza to share and some water. Here we got our water. This is syrup water. This shall be sponsored at some point in time in the future. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Guys, our taste tests are back. Hold on. It's not as colorful as we wanted it to be, because we wanted like a mixed one or something. But it's not as like, what are we rated? It's not as good as that pizza we had at midnight. That one slapped. We were hungry. Honestly, that night we were like dying. We were starving. Overall, I rated 6.5. What do you rate it? She's trying the food again to try and review it. 7.2, guys. That's a very interesting review. drinking some tea. My sister's watching the match of I know this is a funny cup, okay, but you gotta use what you have. My sister's watching match of Beşiktaş and Galatasaray, which I would have never, which I would have never expected. But let's go. There's a new episode of The Voice Turkey. Guys, I love Hadise. She's gonna come to Baku in May. But guys, it's so expensive. If somebody wants to send money for a concert, feel free to do so. It's just like a little too expensive. Like, I mean, we've already been to her concert twice, so, you know, we don't need to go. But like the affordable prices are just like so in the back, which we're gonna see if we're gonna do that. But yeah.